What if you had to take an art class at school, but all the teacher ever taught you was how to paint a fence? She never showed you the paintings of Leonardo da Vinci or Picasso. Would this make you appreciate art more? Would it give you a passion for the subject? Would you want to learn more about it? You'd probably walk away from the class thinking, that was a waste. If I wanted to paint a fence, I would just hire someone to do it. This example might seem a little bit ridiculous, but this is often how math is taught, and so as a result of that, how we view math is that it's not really much more interesting than watching paint dry. However, there's a side of mathematics that we rarely get to see, a side of passion and inspiration and profound ideas. You see, math is discovered, not created, so it comes from eternal ideas expressed in the physical world. In fact, historically, science and technology have been transformed by mathematical ideas at an accelerated pace. In fact, mathematical modeling enhances research in other fields that don't necessarily have anything to do with math. Right now, I'm currently working on modeling research that models the behavior of water buffalo and lions. So I'm doing math with buffalo and lions. I bet you've never heard that before. What I'm going to try to convince you is that there is a need for people to study math and that everyone should study it in some type of capacity, and it's not really as evil as we all seem to think that it is. In an article in Time magazine in 2009, Dan Kadlec talked about the versatility of mathematics in jobs. But also, according to this article, there has been a declining number of math majors in colleges for years in the U.S. Because you see, not only is math versatile and applicable, but it's also a highly successful career field to go into. In fact, according to the director of research at NACE, Ed Koch, math is at the crux of who gets paid. If you have these mathematical skills, you're an extremely valuable asset. He even says we don't generate enough of these type of people in our country. You see, employers want to hire mathematicians even if the job has nothing to do with math, because it shows that you're able to problem solve and analyze and figure out what's going on. According to payscale.com, the kinds of majors where you learn to integrate math and science into the everyday world have a tremendous benefit in terms of earnings potential, because they're attractive. Those type of people are attractive to employers. There's a professor at UC Berkeley, his name is Edward Frankel, and he wrote this book called Love and Math. And basically in it, he talks about how he fell in love with math and how math doesn't really look like what everyone today thinks that it is. And so he's actually the one that came up with that art class analogy. And the book is really good, talking about his research a little bit and trying to explain math in terms that anyone can understand, and trying to debunk this theory that only certain people can understand math. I think that part of the problem is that from a young age we have teachers teaching in elementary school and middle school who don't even really like the subject, and so math is presented as something that's hard and only smart people can understand, when in reality that's not the case. I'm not trying to say that everybody should be a mathematician, but right now, according to CareerCast, being a mathematician is the #1 job in 2014 in the US. So it's obviously that's something important and it's successful. So it's a great field to go into. And I think that people have an inaccurate view of math. In the reviews for this book, Love and Math, they say, the renowned mathematician Edward Frankel reveals a side of math we've never seen, suffused with all the beauty and elegance of a work of art. Mathematics, he writes, directs the flow of the universe, lurks behind its shapes and curves, holds the reins of everything from tiny atoms to the biggest stars. Love and Math is an invitation to discover the magic hidden universe of mathematics. And one person says, if you're not a mathematician, this book might make you want to become one. So basically, the idea from this book that I really want to communicate to you is that learning math is like learning the guitar. Maybe you don't know how to play the guitar, but learning a few chords means that you can play quite a number of songs. By no means are you somehow now a guitar aficionado, but enabling you to play some songs really enriches your life. And so just knowing a little bit and knowing the basic skills of mathematics can help you learn to problem solve better, can help you learn how to model different problems that might come up and come up with ways for solving them that are efficient. And it's also in a really successful career field to go into. And so knowing just a little bit of math and having that background can help, especially in a world where we're consistently in recession and it's hard for people to find jobs. Mathematics is a place that is in high demand. And so since we don't have a lot of people studying math, and math is this really great thing that's so versatile and applies to all these different fields, I truly believe that if everyone could learn just a little bit of math and what real math looks like, that they wouldn't hate the subject so much, it wouldn't have such a negative connotation, and we would be able to do our jobs a lot better.